There's something so undeniable about that person who always looks effortlessly attractive and put together and confident and happy. You know, that magnetic energy that we all just seem to want to be around? But let me tell you, you can be that person. You can be attractive and put together and confident and happy. All it takes is a little bit of effort and focus and intentionality in your actions. And with this video, you're going to learn how to master this. Hey everyone, it's Ariel. Welcome back to my channel. So you clicked on this video, which means you are clearly ready to master the art of magnetic confidence and becoming the person that everyone just loves to be around. So in today's video, I have some tips for you on how to become magnetic, how to be attractive, confident, and happy so that you too can have that magnetic, attractive aura about you. Just before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button if you are enjoying it and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Now let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is confidence. I think confidence in itself can be extremely attractive. There are several things you can do to practice confidence and just becoming more confident. Number one is body language, and this is something you can practice even if you don't necessarily feel confident. You can make yourself look more confident just by thinking about and focusing on your body language. So this includes smiling at people, not just walking around, you know, sad and mopey. I think it also just shows that you're like present in the moment and you're really like taking everything in. You're not just kind of closed off and like not feeling yourself. You can also practice making and maintaining eye contact. I know this can be a scary one for people, but doing this will build your confidence so much, and it will also make you appear more confident to other people because it shows that you're engaged and you're interested in whatever's going on around you, whatever conversation you might be in. And there are ways that you can like build up to making like full-on eye contact. Like you can look at maybe like the middle of someone's eyes, you know, not actually looking into their eyes, but it kind of looks like you are. So you can find little ways to like work up to this, but making eye contact is really good to build confidence and to appear more confident to other people. It's also a good idea to work on having good posture because I don't know about you, but it's not very attractive if someone's always just kind of, you know, sitting like this. Doesn't seem very interesting. So practice standing up straight or sitting up straight. Keep your shoulders back, keep your head up, have good posture. Posture is important because it's a direct, non-verbal reflection of your own self-confidence. Another confident body language tip is to avoid like fidgeting or like playing with your hands or keeping your hands in your pockets. I think there's something psychological about people being able to see your hands because it shows that you are, kind of shows that they can trust you. You're not hiding anything, you're not, you know, shying away. Those are all good ways that you can practice your body language to appear more confident, and also for you yourself to feel more confident, even if you don't necessarily feel confident yet. Another good way to become more confident is to set goals. Keep them realistic so that you can actually reach these goals, but set goals and then also believe in yourself and believe in your goals and your ability to reach those goals. That in itself can fuel your confidence a lot. Another confidence tip is to exercise and work on your physical health and fitness. This not only builds confidence in yourself, but also just helps develop a positive body image. This can make a world of a difference if you're someone that struggles with that. And I think exercise can sometimes seem like such a like big, exhausting thing, but it can really just be like going for a walk or doing a stretch or doing some yoga. Like it doesn't have to be something, you know, lifting all these weights and doing like strenuous exercise. It's really just thinking about how you're taking care of your body and making sure that you're moving and just keeping yourself in good physical condition. It's also good for your mind. It's just the physical. And of course, if you are exercising regularly, it's also good to eat healthy so that you can fuel your body, fuel your confidence by knowing that you are taking care of yourself and really prioritizing your physical health. And also when you are working on being more confident, it helps a lot to build positive relationships. So surround yourself with positive people, distance yourself from negative ones. Because if you're always hanging out with negative people, that's just going to make you feel negative yourself. It just, that energy rubs off on you. So you don't want any of that. You also want to avoid comparing yourself to others because we all are in our own race. The only person you should compete with is yourself. And I think it's also good to give yourself grace, practice positive self-talk, because we're all human, we all make mistakes, but if you're constantly talking bad about yourself and like just fueling that negative little voice in your head, that's not going to help you build confidence. It's just going to tear it down. So be kind to yourself, give yourself grace if you need to, and also practice having a growth mindset instead of constantly feeling like you're stuck or like kind of limiting yourself, because you're not stuck. There's always something to learn from your mistakes and your failures. Try to see your challenges as like an opportunity to grow instead of being like, oh, that didn't work, I guess I'm done. But if you're always striving to do better and improve and be a better person, that in itself can also fuel your self-worth and your confidence. So like I said at the beginning, I think confidence in itself is attractive, but there are also ways that we can be like physically attractive and attract people more so with our presence. So I think this can be broken into two categories. The first one being our physical appearance. We as humans are naturally attracted to things and people that look good. So that is why it is important to take care of your physical appearance. And if you take good care of yourself, you will be seen as more attractive to people. So this can mean having clean and nicely styled hair. It can also mean having like a good haircut that you can easily maintain and it keeps your hair healthy, so you're not walking around with like dead straggly ends, because that's not attractive. And hair also frames your face, so you want to choose something that accentuates your facial features and adds to your attractiveness, not distracts and then becomes like this eyesore. People are like, oh my goodness, look at her dead ends. Not cute. So take care of your hair, take care of your skin. Make sure you have a good skincare routine that makes your skin look fresh and glowy. You can also practice doing your makeup and like find a good makeup routine that you like. I don't think it's necessary to wear makeup because you can like have nice looking skin and just like have a nice looking face without it, as long as you're like doing good skincare and still taking care of your skin. But even just a little bit of makeup can help enhance your natural beauty, so it is something to think about. You can also wear a little bit of jewelry or maybe even a fragrance if you're into that. And they're just little tiny details, but they can make a really big difference in just how good you look. It's all about the details. And I talk about this one all the time, but also dress well. So wear some nice fitting clothes. Try to wear, you know, good quality pieces that make you feel good and also look good. This makes such a big difference in your confidence as well, I'm telling you. Game changer. And also in terms of your physical appearance, we did already touch on this a little bit, but exercising and just taking care of your physical fitness and health also helps. And then moving on to the second category of being more attractive and attracting people is more so about your presence and your social skills. So having the ability to communicate clearly, that is a really attractive trait that people tend to be drawn to. So whether that's expressing your own thoughts or ideas or even your own needs like really clearly, that is definitely a good trait to work on and have. And also just having a genuine interest in the people around you. So if you're in a conversation with someone, try to ask questions, ask them about themselves. People love that. People love talking about themselves. So ask questions, try to listen, like actually listen. Talk less, listen more. And then really just hear what they're saying and just be genuinely interested in it. And even if you're not interested or like not in the mood or whatever, then you can communicate that. But I think it is important to just be kind to people, even like compliment them. If you notice that somebody is like wearing really cool shoes and you notice that, be like, hey, I really like your shoes, those are cool. And they'll probably be like, oh my gosh, like thanks for noticing. And now you are instantly more likable to that person. Compliments can really go a long way because that person might have even been like overthinking their decision to wear those shoes that day, and then you complimented them and that just like affirmed their choice. It works wonders. So don't gatekeep your compliments. Give them out. People will also be more attracted to you if you are constantly making them feel comfortable and making them feel good. Most of the time when people think about a conversation they had with you, they don't even really remember like what you talked about. They more so remember how they felt in that conversation. So pay attention to how you're making the other person feel when you're talking to them, whether this is one-on-one or in a group. And ultimately, I think it is just important to be as genuine as possible and honest, because if you're not being genuine and honest, that's not very attractive. And people can usually pick up on that. So just be yourself. Be genuine. Try to be present in the moment or in a conversation if you're in one, and give your full attention to people. So if you're talking to someone, don't be like on your phone, you know, scrolling, doing something else. That's not very attractive. The conversation is going to be so much more meaningful if you are making eye contact and you're really engaged in the conversation and you're asking them questions and just being real with them. They're going to remember that and they're going to be like, hey, you know what? I really like feel good when I talk to that person. I want to talk to them more. And lastly, just being comfortable in the way that you are in your own skin, which is why it helps so much to focus on your confidence from within, because that's going to become like part of your essence. You know, people are going to pick up on that. And the last thing I want to share with you is some tips on how to be happier. So a lot of the things we just talked about are like external and physical and more about like our actions, but I do think that a lot of what makes you happy is about like nourishing your mind and just really developing a positive mindset. So when it comes to nourishing your mind, think about the fact that you are what you consume. So if you're constantly looking at negative news stories and feeding into the drama that your friend always sends you and gossiping with the people at work, like that's all negative energy that you're allowing to sit in your mind, and it's gonna come out. one way or another, probably in a negative way. So think about the things that you are consuming, not just like food, but like media, the people you surround yourself with. They all contribute to the way that you are nourishing your mind. And I think it also makes you a lot happier and more attractive if you do things that are interesting and that you genuinely just enjoy. So don't be afraid to try new things, like look for new hobbies and make time for those things that you actually love doing. I also think it is really important to be authentic and true to yourself, because I think we talked about this in the last video, how to avoid burnout. If you're constantly trying to like keep up with an image that's not really who you are, you're gonna feel exhausted and miserable. Like it's not gonna make you happy. Just be yourself, be honest with yourself, be humble. I think humility is a really underrated trait. Always protect your peace. So again, if something is negative and bring you down, or someone is negative and bring you down, cut it off. Bye-bye. No longer needed. Promise you'll feel 10 times happier and more peaceful once you get rid of these negative things that are just dragging you down. Also prioritize self-care and rest, making time for those things that really help you relax and recharge, and also just sleep. Like make sure you are getting enough sleep. I cannot stress sleep enough. Like how can you be happy if you're never letting your body rest and recharge? Also highly recommend giving yourself pep talks. Whenever you feel yourself kind of giving into that negative self-talk and like self-sabotaging, just feeding into any of that negative energy, especially when it's towards yourself, give yourself a pep talk. Remind yourself who you are, why you're doing what you're doing. Be optimistic about things. Ultimately, if you are staying positive, doing what you love, being genuine, and focusing only on what is truly important in your life, you will become so much happier, so much more confident, and this will help you develop that magnetic, attractive aura. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. I hope you found them helpful, and if you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you are not already. Thank you so much to everyone who has already subscribed, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Style by Ariel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.